out onto the big one, the 1920s or so vintage bottle digging site, just for our daily walk, just to have a go out. We haven't been out for a few days, so I thought we'd come out and have a good look around. I've changed some settings on my camera, so I'm hoping that that's going to take care of the sugary problem and the problem with the pixelation, because my camera worked so well when I was doing the dig shooting for the metal detecting, but for some reason when I'm walking it's just not picking things up properly. So I've tried some different settings. I've changed the memory card from saving to the external drive to the internal drive to see if that saves it faster, which means it can get better resolution, and we shall give it a go and see. But I'm just going to flip you around. We're going to go and have a walk because I'm at the top end of the place that we've not been before, and we're going to go and see what like, and hopefully find some very interesting things. And I'm rocking my history digger hat today. That was a subscriber present. I think it was his 200th subscriber, I think. So it was a present for that. So I am well thrilled with it, and it's my favorite color. It's orange. So hooray! So I'm just going to flip you around and let's go see what we can find. So I've had a bit of information from a friend, a local, and he tells me there was somebody that lived down here in the dump, and there was a big joke about the fact that there was the two worst dressed people in the village were his lordship, presumably that's from the local castle, and the guy that lived down here, and he was called Dump Tom, I think he said his name was, but he said he lived in an old pigsty. Now, I'm not sure. This fella that's telling me this is 69, so it's in his lifetime. I don't know if what I'm standing in front of is the old pigsty that the guy lived in or not, but if my friend is watching this video, hopefully he can leave a comment and tell us if this is where he remembers or is aware of the guy living. That would be really interesting to know. Okay, switch you off again and just get over this, and then I'll put you back on. There is lots of hair in there. I'm not sure what's going on here, actually. There is a lot of fur there. Is it a deer? It looks kind of deerish, but there's no skeleton, just a lot of fur. That's a bit, oh no, there's a jaw. That's a very small deer. Oh, and there's the other jaw. Actually, no, okay, so we have found the rest of the deer. I think you can see that in the video. I'll move nice and slow. So I'm not sure why it was here, but maybe that's what Tom of the Dump was eating. Let's have a walk around here and go down here and see, because I wanted to come to the other end of the site. Maybe bits of a bird there. And see what we can see up here, because we've explored it all down the other way, the middle way and the end way, but we're not really sure where this place starts. So the top end is the mission today. So there's quite a berm there, lots of baby nettles. I'm going to put my gloves on and pick those in a wee bit, because I'm going to be making nettle soup. Yum yum. Very good for you, full of iron. So here is an exposed bank. And we can see there is some pottery down there. Can't really see. There is a bit of some sort of cloth or something sticking out of the bank there. I don't really see that in the shot, but I don't know what that is. And I'm not going to climb down there just for now. There's Miss Hailey Bailey, my doggie. Didn't bring the older dog today because I kind of walked her a fair bit yesterday, and her little old Jack Russell legs need to recover. So let's have a donder. Oh yes, we have the start of detritus, most assuredly. So, oh, there's a big giant metal thing. I do not know what that is. It's another one like we found down that way, and I said, what is this, folks? Oh, actually, that is. Oh, okay, I know where I am. There is the shovel I found. So actually I have been down this far, I just didn't realize it. Because that's the shovel up there. So I have showed you that before. And that's that shovel I picked up. So I was almost to the top end of the site when I came down it from the river on that walk, because there's that bit of enamel that I found. So I wonder what's on the other side of this. Let's go up and over this and see what we can see. Okay, Gently, slowly, carefully. Because I never actually walked up here for this bit. I just walked down on the riverside and I sort of peeked up over the top. But look, oh, there's a top of I think that's a bed warmer. The dog's just walked past there. Hopefully you can see. And a whole bunch of bottles there and bottles coming out of that. And something interesting coming out of there. What is that? I'm not going to dig it out just now, but can you see that behind those bushes? I'll move those out the way. See, just in there, there's something sort of brown and white. I don't know what that is. I'm hoping you can see it from the angle that I've got you. If you can't, I will have to come back. Just in there. That's it there. I think you can see. And I don't know what that is. Maybe when I get back, I'll be able to look and see. But there's quite some really good preservation in that bank there. So that will be fun to have a look at when we return. Gavin's on another end of this site because he's... Oh, that was a noise. I don't know what that was. He's actually looking for some broken bottles to take home because... Oh, there's another bit of a deer. I wonder if that guy definitely was killing deer and eating them out here, or the local hunters use this as a butchering site, because that's another one. Yes, anyway, Gavin has got one of these bottle cutting down kits, so he's looking for bottles because he wants to practice making the glasses out of these really cool bottles that we're finding. So, yeah, video cut off. I don't know at what point my video cut off. I found a nifty neat little old bottle over there, but it wasn't anything. So, I'm just going to come down here again, and come down this bank, trying to be slow so that the camera has a chance to process things, and see what's up here. We'll go up this bit, because we didn't go up this bit before. This is not where we came in, so... There's a bit of nettle there. Oh, that looks like that might be somebody's pit they've been digging. Just there. Oh, there's something very cool under that tree. I don't know if you can see it over there. Angle the video, but there is a brown sort of ginger bottle over there. I think it's broken, but it's a ginger beer bottle. It's very cool. What else is in here? Let's see what's in this space. In this space we have a dinner plate there and another bit of a dinner plate. Lots of bits of dinner plate actually poking out of there. Quite a lot falling out of there. Bit of a dinner cup there. And can't see anything. Somebody's got a shelf there. It looks like there might be a piece of metal or wood holding that shelf up. We're not going to touch that right now. That's almost an intact saucer there. Let's see. Can we see what it says? Is it anything? Is it just plain white? Let's get our other glove back on. Sorry for dipping you and staring at my shoe and all that, but health and safety, of course. Of course, of course. And nah, it's just a plain white one. Nothing exciting. So, whilst I'm standing still and the camera's not going sugary, I recorded quite a bit to camera yesterday, which I had to discard because I think, well, my daughters think it might be because it was saving it to the external memory card as opposed to the actual camera itself. So what I said in that is that there are some wonderful people out there that I really want to give a shout to. Rob from the History Diggers, who gave me 4 prototype logos just off his own back, because I said I hadn't gotten around to designing one, and we've been using those for a while, but I made a comment on a post that Ash from the Southern Searchers had put up about he was making something for his simplex, and he'd put YouTubers on it, and I said, well, you know, I was quite fond of our logo, but it wasn't done yet. I just needed to work on the font. And Dean from Scottish Relics Metal Detecting got in touch and said, well, I can help you with the font. And it ended up being 3 days worth of work that he and I combined 3 of the original logos that Rob had sent into one new one, which you'll have seen at the start of this video. I just wanted to say thank you so much for the lovely community. We've now spoken to our local printer and we can have stickers coming for everybody. And it's just been a wonderful journey. I'm going to put a link in for the Scottish Relics metal detecting, because they are having a 500 subscriber giveaway. They're doing a Black Ada spade. I really want to win it, but we need 500. They need 500 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to them, please click on the link at the end of this video and go and subscribe so we can get up to 500 and they can give it away and I'll actually have a chance to win it, which would be fab. But yes, thank you so much to Dean for all the time and effort he put in with me being a picky as, going, oh, can you just move this? Can you just do that? Can you just do this? Absolutely fantastic. And I'm just really, really grateful. We have a lovely community here. So I think you've stared at the babbling brook long enough. I think I'm going to switch you off because I'm going to go down and then I'm going to come back up on the other side over there and go and look. I see a cut where somebody's been digging previously, so I'm just going to go up and over into that little bit and we'll see what's poking out the bank there and see what we can find. Be back soon. So just as I was coming down the hill, I noticed all of this poking out of, there was a bunch of trees just over the top of it. The silver bottle there caught my eye first because obviously it's very, very modern. But I pulled the brush aside, you can see that up there, and I thought I'll just have a look at it with you. So that is a very, very melted piece of the bottom of a bottle. Put that aside. What else have we got here? We have got a straight-sided bottle with absolutely nothing on it. No idea on that one. Nothing significant anyway. This is stuff that's just eroded down out the bank. Really? That's a beer bottle of some sort. Doesn't even have McEwen's or anything on the bottom, so we'll leave that one there. Another melty piece. This one actually is a teapot. It's not a kettle, it's a teapot. Finally got that right. What else have we got in here? That's broke. That is broke, nothing on it. That is modern. Rubbish. That was the bottom of a sauce bottle of some sort. A big piece of metal there, and something with some lovely pattern on it down there. That is nothing, and I will have to go down there to get that because I'm not going to reach or put my knee down on this because I don't trust it. I did find this as I was walking along. I haven't showed you yet. It's flag sauce. Has anyone heard of flag sauce? What's it like? What's it made of? That's really quite a different one, flag sauce. But we'll leave that one here. And then I found this. Look at this Schweppes bottle. This is a candidate for Gavin to cut down. That is lovely. It's broken at the top. Schweppes by appointment, but it's got just a really, really nice picture on it. And that'll make a really nice small glass. So that one is definitely going home with me. And I think just as I was talking to you, I thought I just saw a very small bottleneck sticking out. Yeah, oh, no, what is that? Oh, it's a test tube. Oh, I'm going to take that home. I can use that for my fish tank because I lost one of mine. Well, somebody broke one of mine. So I can use that as a replacement for when I do the testing for my fish tank. I'll leave that away so it can focus. Yeah, so I'll go down and I'll go on the other side of this and I'll see what that blue and white thing is over there because I genuinely don't know. And I'll come back to you. Okay, so I'm around on the other side. I'm putting my glove on, as you can see here. I'm going to keep nice and safe. My cut-proof ones. I'm going to reach under here. I don't know if you can, I'm getting that on camera. No, I'm not, so I need to tip that up a bit. That bottleneck that we saw was just a very, very melted one. You see that? Look at that. Wow. That's something else. Okay, but the blue and white thing is still there. So let's just reach in and see. Oh, I think it was a spoot. It was a teapot spoot. Look at that. That would have been really quite cute. And that is a teapot as well, not a kettle. Very, very cute. I hope that's in focus. There we go. Very nice. There we go. Okay. And I think there's one more bottle in there. So, leaning on the tree, I'm just going to reach in, pick it up, and have a looky-see. It's again a beer bottle. And again, it's got nothing on it. Oh, it does it? No, look at that label on it. There's nothing there. So we shall leave that one alongside the tree there, and I'll switch you off again until I find something else Well, I can show you. I think maybe take that bottle there as well home for Gavin to practice his cut down on, because that's got a nice logo on it. I'll just get over there and we'll have a look at it. Put those down there. Okay. Actually, I don't think it has a logo on it at all. I think it just has the decorations. It doesn't actually say anything. It just has just decorations on it. So, kind of very thick glass that is, though. I mean, it is pretty, but it does kind of look just like a glass you'd get nowadays. That's that special Victorian or very, very different kind of thing glass. Not enough to get excited about. So, anyway, get my gloves back on. I'll switch you back off, get my gloves back on, and then we'll head on and see what else there is. Hello again. Just came across this that you couldn't actually see from when you were walking up. Well, when you were walking on top of it, but then looking up the bank, I could see it sort of trapped underneath, and I don't know, it looks kind of like it was a Caravan awning cover or something, but I was a bit afraid to pull it. I thought, oh dear, what if a body pops out? But thankfully one didn't, and it's all good. So yeah, I'll see if I can track down Gavin, who's wandering around here somewhere, and see what sort of treasures he has found. I haven't really come up in this bit before. This is up above where I was. I was just down there talking to you and looking at the things at the base of the tree, just sort of there, that big tree. So I've come around and come up safely just to have a look and see. Well, that's a big old square one. I think it's busted, but let's put the gloves on and just have a look. What is poking out here? Oh yeah, no, that's just the tiny bottom of it. Looks like there might have been parts of it there still at one point, but yeah, just the bottom of it. Put that right over there so it's out of the way of anybody walking around. And a bit of a creamery pot there that's broke. Big old stone, strangely, another big old stone. And I'm going to get through over there, and there's a dip in there, and just have a look. I see a green bottle poking out over there, and a bit of something there. Yeah, oh, there's something under that tree that you can't see unless you're on this side. Let's us go and have a see. Let's have a look. What is this? That is tablespoons. I've got a smaller version of this. Tablespoons. So whatever this is, you take it only in tablespoons. The other smaller bottle I've got says tablespoons and teaspoons. And it says Nettle. That's a poison bottle. Nettle, our very, very most favorite friend right now with what's going on with COVID-19. And that's your tablespoon. So you measure out your Nettle. How cool is that? That was just tucked up underneath there. And there's a bit of a safety glass from something. Don't know what. Can't see anything else poking out under here that's loose. Nope, nothing else. Tucked up away. Just get the eye in for a minute. And now, smooth the leaves. Again, nothing I can see without digging, which we're not doing. Even though we've got a spade over there, it knows me. Haha, Laurie, you cannot have me. Not right now, you're being good. And I am. Very, very good. So I'm going to switch you off because I need to get through that bit there. And I don't want it to go all wibbly wobbly and make people feel ill on the camera. So I will turn you on again when I get to the other side of this little bit of tree. That was much easier than I expected it to be, as I just pushed the tree out the way with my hand. There's a bottleneck sticking out there. Let's just reach down, see if it's whole. Oh, it's just a neck. Not just a neck. There we go. You can see that. Put that down here. Oh, look. There's those blue kales. Or, yeah, I think that must be a kale. Find so many of them. I obviously just used kales till they rusted through and then just pitched them. So I'll try. I'm not going to turn you off this time. I'm just going to push that out of the way. You can see there's lots and lots of nettles here, and that's always a sign of disturbed ground where there's nettles, because they love to grow in disturbed ground. So we are definitely going to put those nettles to use in some soup and boost everybody's iron levels. Just picking my way very carefully across here just to see if I can see anything poking out, because this is quite a mounded up bit here. And I've not been along here. There is some sort of brown jar underneath that tree that you might be able to see on the video, since I'm being really still. Let's go over here, because I've not been in this bit. I've been up there a little bit off of the main path into the site, but I haven't come out from this side, and it looks like there's some other kind of metal down there, some big, I don't know, part of a car maybe? Have we got another car? Another car, or just a, I don't know. There's a knob I can see. Shall we tiptoe down carefully and see the knob? Can you see the knob? There is a knob just there, a lever or something. Okay, oh gosh. I don't have a clue what that is. Anybody else? Do you know what that might be? What could that be? Anybody know? There's more to it just there. It's going to be hard to see in the video. Is it a stove? Is it a tractor? Is it I don't know. And anybody tell me what all of that is that's now in pieces. Because it was a thing at one time. Another bit of it. And another bit of there. That bit's still in fairly good nick. That, pieces. All down here with it. But up. No idea. Please enlighten me. Tell me what it is. There's another bit over there. That's a hover mower. I recognize that. You Americans will not have a clue what that is, because I didn't till I moved to this country. In Britain, we have these very strange lawnmowers that have no wheels, and they slide along the top of the grass. Yes, oh, and there's a very nasty razor blade that we're not going to go anywhere near. I'm just coming around here so you can see this hover mower. There you go. See the bottom of it there, that black bit, that slides along the grass. You see the handle going up the back, and you push it along, and by the blade doing the rotary thing, it creates a cushion of air, and the mower just goes along the top. Now, you can't do it on very thick grass. They will not cut heavy stuff. And they're mostly electric. They plug in. I'm not sure that there are petrol ones, actually. Probably too heavy. The engine would be too heavy. So maybe they're all electric. But it's something I had never seen before until I came to the UK, and then discovered they use these things called hover mowers, which were very interesting. So there you go. That's another difference between America and the UK lesson. Okay, what else have we got down here? We've got a burned piece of plastic. How exciting. Not. Plastic bucket. What's that? What's that? Oh, is that a boy? Oh, we're having that. Oh, it's all cracked up. Oh, I think it'll still float, because it could be used for the rowing club. Right, I think I'll put that aside and send this video to those that know and say, or maybe I'll just take it home and see if it floats. If it floats, we keep it. If it doesn't, we won't. And here's I thought that was a Pond's cold cream, but it's a bit plastic. And there's another bottle poking out the bank there. And a bit of metal there. It looks like somebody might have been having a go in there, or maybe it's just eroded away. Hard to say. I can't see any bottles in there. I can see one laying there underneath, but I'd have to crawl, and I'm not doing that. These raspberries are going to be vicious in a few months' time. I think this might be a winter hobby, but then so is metal detecting, so that's a bit of a pain. Hey, let's see. Can't really see because the bank is just covered, and I'm not going poking around and risking cutting myself or anything else. So I can't see anything that might excite you here or me. So I think I'll switch you on until I get it back up on the top of the bank, and maybe we'll go down to the water and see what we can find down at the top end at the water. So come down here alongside the water because it's lovely and tranquil, and we've had some trickly water in our last few videos, so we have some trickly water in this one. I'll just see what's showing up along the banks, in with the rocks, going very slowly, walking along. That's a revetment, obviously. Stop the bank from going down and blocking the river. This is where we had those, we smelled that wild garlic, I believe. See if we can smell it again. I know my friend of mine's been cooking with it. I did ask her to put up a picture of it to make sure I had the right plant, because I want to harvest some. It does look like there is some stuff poking up down here in the debris at the edge of the river, but I can't see anything super valuable or intact for that matter. Lots and lots of little bits and pieces. We didn't come up this far because the water was too high before, but I've got my good boots on, so let's just have a walk. Let's see, that's this tree. Anything in the bank? No, I'm not seeing anything in the bank. Oh. Big pipe down there, but sorry, I'm trying not to move the camera too fast. Don't want to make anybody queasy. Let's see. Yes, we may be stuck. Let's see if we squat down, can we get under this branch? I think we can. And under, there we go. And up again. There we are. Good thing the river's nice and low, because I think I'm going to have to go around this one. I'm not getting under that branch. I'll have to go around it. That's okay. These are nice waterproof boots. Thanks to Gavin keeping my footwear well maintained for me, because I'm about a bit rubbish with looking after shoes and leather goods and things like that. I did see something there. That's a bit of old brown glass. Nothing terribly exciting. Is it back on a branch on the bank even? Anything in the water? Nothing, eyes only in the water. Not that I'm seeing. I don't know what that is. It's just a stone. You get your butt over here, little doggy. No running away. Right. So, a bit of stuff there. But, I mean, I can't see vast quantities coming out of the bank. There's little bits of broken things, but nothing too much. But there might be something just there. A plastic bag. That's never a good sign, so I've read. And so my mind tells me, if it's in a plastic bag, it's probably not of the vintage that you're going to want. Little bits and pieces down here. There's a lovely weir up there. Let's see, in here. Yes, I think the doggy's done. She's had enough of the walk. She wants to go for a proper one where she can run. She's actually deciding to take herself for a swim. Because she's bored. There's a lovely bumblebee. But I think I'm going to have to fetch her back, get up this bank, and go and search out Mr. Gavin. Because he has disappeared on me. And I don't know where he is. So, oh, there's a metal thing. Let's see what that is. No, we don't know. That is a... Okay, that has a... That's like one of those dog tie outs, isn't it? Sorry, I'm not letting you see. Look. Here is a dog tie out. I've got one of those at home. Put that up on the bank. Somebody maybe could use that. I don't know why somebody's come down for a picnic and they brought that to tie their doggy up with, and then they've just left it. It's a bit bad. A bit bad form to just leave it. But, right, I'm going to have to get up this bank, so I'm going to switch you off so I don't make you all ill, and go and find Gavin, and then we'll do a wrap up.